So Junji Ito is a known absolute psychopath evil chonkler level menace, and Uzumaki is one of his most popular works. I never got around to reading the manga, even though my friend threatened to kill me if I don't. The one thing I value more than my life is not having to read. But now, with the anime released, I had to check this out. And this is some crazy shit. I wanna give a trigger warning to anyone who gets disturbed easily. We got 4 episodes, and oh boy, this anime is fucking diabolical. So the episode starts and we meet our main pair, Kiri and Shuichi. And before I continue, and I'm not even glazing, on god this art style is beautiful as hell. I've never seen anything like this in anime before. Watching this is like reading a moving manga. So this guy is like, girl, we gotta get out of this town, there is some creepy shit going on. And he just instantly earned the greatest horror movie character award ever. You know, in 99.999% of the cases they be acting dumber than I show speed, and that's an accomplishment. I know there are 10 serial killers in a 1 kilometer radius, but we can't leave. My phone hasn't fully charged yet. This man just noticed some whirlpools 50 seconds into the episode and was like, nah, I'm out. That's respect. Oh yeah, and my dad's been acting like a lazy bum lately too. Shuichi's dad has been tweaking out and making spirals, but for real though, somebody has got to link me up with that boy's dealer, cause I don't know what new Peruvian coke this guy is shooting up, but that man is in heaven. This dad is really crashing out and lashing out on his wife because there aren't spirals in the soup. Like, brother, you are unemployed, what are you yelling at me for? Shuichi is already spiraling out of control and Kiri is not even taking it seriously. Then a whole ass tornado just swoops across the road, and that shit is not normal. God has forsaken you. I'm sorry, y'all have not gone to church. Kiri gets home and Shuichi's dad is already there doing some more crashing out. Bro is just yapping about spirals, and look at this boy's eyes. This is an unhealthy obsession. This is the type of shit the prime My Hero Academia fanbase was on back in the day. Those TikToks scarred me for life. Anyways, he commissions some weird spiral ways from Kiri's dad. We meet Kiri's friend Asami, and she's telling some heartfelt childhood story about the scar on her forehead. Skip. Somehow she got almost every boy thirsting over her like she Jenna Ortega or some. But when Shuichi meets her, his spidey sense immediately kicks in and he just runs off with Kiri. Nah, she a damn spiral. I understand it now. Do not go near her. Nah, they was right. Men's mental health do got some issues, bruh. Now Kiri is delivering the vase to Shuichi's dad, but I don't need it anymore. I got my own spiral now. This boy just turns his tongue into a spiral on some creep frog shit. What is even going on at this point? And guys, this is gonna sound bad, but hear me out. Imagine the glugla. Kiri ain't really all about that, so she understandably exits the situation. You've gotta give a warning before something like that. Shuichi is trying to clear his head when the Walmart version Jenna Ortega pulls up on him again. Why these other boys just glazing me but you somehow reject me, bruh? Huh? No, that's on some entitled behavior for real. Girl, a no is a no. We see the scar has just turned into a spiral and they start both crashing the fuck out. Get the hell away from me, you cursed or some shit. I ain't going down with you. I ain't even beat an Elden Ring yet. But I love you so much, I've never felt this way before. Huh? You've known him for like 3 minutes and he's also your friend's boyfriend. Bruh. This is not girl behavior. Shuichi is already about to crack like an egg being sat on by KCO. He just starts sprinting away again. Next scene we found out that Shuichi's dad has died and we already at the funeral. Bro really got off screen like that. No respect. What is he, the 5 Kage? One night they just came home and saw a top in the middle of this room. They opened the lid and damn, what the hell is that? Fucking burn it, throw it in the void or something. I ain't trying to see that thing ever again. My dad turned himself into a damn spiral. I knew the spiral fan Discord was a bad sign, but this? If after all this you still decide to stay in this town, it's on you. I get it from Shuichi's point of view, his girlfriend and his mom are here, but still, when people are turning into cinnamon rolls, this ain't no squads or duos. I'm queuing solo and landing at Weeping Woods and camping till this horror movie shit is over. I'ma have to take that award from Shuichi if this continues. The dad's cremation smoke makes a spiral and starts doing some voodoo shit. Even Shuichi's mom is done with her dead husband. Man, you can't be crashing out from beyond the grave. I ain't trying to go to hell for this. Then his face is in the sky. What is y'all standing around here for? Leave! Next day we back at school like it's all normal until this guy pulls up. No.
No, God, please, no!
This shit reminds me of that one manga, the fucking Grease one. If you have read that, I'm sorry for you. If you haven't, do not. I do not wanna relive that. And how is this boy already balding in high school? That's gotta be a world record speedrun. They don't even say his name, so we can call him Henry. All throughout the day they keep bullying this guy, and I can't lie, he's an easy target. A pirate with 2 eye patches couldn't miss a shot at him. They start undressing him and hell now, what is this freak shit? Is this a Diddy party? They just drag him into the school corridor and I can't even describe this. He did nothing to deserve this. That bully is a hater, somebody make him into a cinnamon roll please. That night Kiri is walking home at night till she runs into Ortega and she's like, yo, I think my right eye is bugging, can you look if there's something wrong with it? She lifts the hat and damn, who took an industrial level power drill to your forehead? You got mad ops, girl. She really joined on a Pixel CS2 team. The eye just gets absorbed by the spiral and Kiri, smartly, is the fuck out of there in a jiffy. Then later Suichi pulls up to chill with a homie, but it was a trap by the same girl trying to get with Suichi again. Girl, back off! And this guy just sold out his homie just to get a date with this girl. Bro, these simps are out of control, get a hobby or a job or some. Ortega's hat comes off and like a hypothetical KSI hairline reveal. This shit is diabolical. That simp still goes closer, bro, what? The bills can't be that high. He puts his fucking hand in there and the first time he touched a girl ends up also being his last. She vacuums that boy up and if I was Suichi right now, I'd need a new dust filter for my Hoover Max Extract Pressure Pro Model 60. I'm leaving, bro. Suichi opts in for the equally optimal tactic of climbing a tree. That girl now gets sucked into her own spiral and this shit is creepy as hell. They end the episode by saying this was only the beginning of their descent into the spiral. Now I'm excited as hell for what they cook up next. This gonna be great. We back at the classroom and Henry is here. And I can't even lie, he looking kinda clean right now. The bald spot is gone too. His back kinda got that Quasimodo build to it now though. That's what I'm gonna be looking like if my crippling CS2 addiction keeps on going. He sits down and yeah, he kinda looks like he's 12 months pregnant from his back. The episode goes on and I can't lie, the animation now is ass. The first episode was fire, but apparently the bills are that high, cause they didn't have the money to animate the rest of the episodes, so they outsourced the work to a kindergarten for the blind kids. Damn, this is ass! How dare they do Junji Ito like this? Look at this scene of them beefing. How am I to take this seriously? This guy gets slammed out and this looks goofy as hell. The guy gives some exposition yippity yappity yap about him and his sister coming from the poorhouse. Very subtle storytelling. But anyways, they are planning to run away and leave this town. Okay, the first people actually doing what everybody should have. The next day we back at school and Kiri's hair is getting curly. Normally this would be any high school boy's dream. They've been spamming that mid-fade with messy curls for years now. But her hair is starting to form spirals that cannot be good. It just keeps getting worse, but the situation is interrupted by a fucking human snail climbing onto the window. And that's fucking Henry. His eyes pop out and all. I guess you could say he's Henry the snail. Kiri is not dumb, so after this she decides to take preemptive action and cut her hair before it starts tweaking more. Unfortunately she's too late and the hair starts moving on its own. It even starts choking Kiri and I would be mad as hell. I've washed you and combed you for my whole life. I even bought the hair mask thingy once and now you tryna choke my ass? Like if I go down, you go down with me. Her hair eventually settles for being a whole ass alien tree and she just goes to school like normal. That's some confidence right there. And look at the state of affairs that Henry is in. Even his parents don't believe it's him. I don't know, I must still say that's a glow up. Then this next scene. This guy is confessing his love to Kiri, but she's a keeper, so she's just like, nah, I'm taken. So then this guy decides to show his love by jumping in front of a moving car and saying he's gonna stop it with the power of love. Huh? Blood, get that lame shit out of here. This ain't fairy tale. What are they putting in the water to get these people acting up like this? It turns out bro was not Captain America. Can I even show this on YouTube? What is going on in this show? Wait, it gets even worse. The next scene, the guy who bullied Henry has also turned into a snail. Deserved, to be fair. But then they start creating the next generation. Not even a second later, some hater-ass school rival pulls up challenging Kiri with her own freaky-ass hair. They start having a hair battle. Is this the new Venom movie? Suichi pulls up to save her, but Kiri's hair just absorbs him. He somehow manages to cut the hair off, meanwhile the other girl is just in full tweak mode. I gotta say, Kiri is kinda pulling off this short hair look. They find this guy smashing the eggs from Henry's and the bully's activities. And I'm speechless at this point. How did they make so many of them? That guy is doing God's work though. Now they're helping the poorhouse kids escape while their parents chase them. They get caught but they don't wanna be separated, so they start spinning their bodies, then mangling them together until they escape to the sea. What am I even watching at this point? That right there was the second episode. I don't know if I'm even crazy enough to keep going. We are chilling in the hospital with Kiri and her pregnant cousin who pulled up cause why not. Also there is hella mosquitoes around and that would be the last straw for me. Like I can maybe tolerate murderers and shit, but bugs? Hell no. They are going to sleep and Kiri is just like, sleep well, don't let the mosquitoes bite you. And their cousin is like, nah, I don't mind mosquitoes. I actually like them a lot. Nope, not happening. Someone liking fucking mosquitoes has to be the biggest red flag I've seen. We are not sleeping in the same room after I know that information. I'm sending you to Arkham Asylum. Kiri gets up at night and look at what she sees. These pregnant women start drilling into sleeping patients and sucking their blood. At that point I'm going out the window. I don't care what floor this is, the pavement cannot be that hard. She tries skedaddling away but the leg nerve gets her. This random guy comes to clutch though. He gets hypnotized and these vampires are wreaking havoc. Kiri escapes back to her room, but her cousin is on the crazy vampire side. What happened to family values? She manages to scare them away with mosquito spray. And next morning all the pregnant women are back to normal, like nothing happened. While all this is happening, Suichi's mom has gone a bit crazy. She got traumatized by seeing her husband in that spiral and now she starts tweaking if she sees even a single spiral. She cut off her hair and even her fingerprints. Now she found out that there are spirals in her ears. So she of course... She's a whole ass mummy now, doing some crazy yapping until she just dies. Suichi has now lost both his mom and dad, like bro please just leave. Go. Now at the hospital we see these newborn babies talking about wanting to go back to the womb. And before we can even process how weird that is, one of them sprouts a fucking mushroom. And those are apparently their placentas and umbilical cords. They are growing them back in order to go back to the womb. The doctor actually put one of them back inside. Now she is giving the mom Kiri to get her blood. Another freaky ass tongue. And no, I'm not making the joke this time. She accidentally friendly fires the doctor and starts sucking. Then we just move on to the next scene like it's all good. Now we got a big ass typhoon going on and it apparently has a crush on Kiri and follows her. This random girl trying to help Kiri gets lifted up and straight up Hulk smashed. That shit is tragic. I'm never giving a helping hand ever again. Eventually Kiri and Suichi also get sucked up, so the main character plot armor has to clutch up so they survive. As for the rest of this episode, I can't even describe the events in any logical way. There is a horn monster that comes through the wall and a fucking human mannequin shows up for 10 seconds. My mental well-being is rapidly declining watching this. I just hope that Suichi and Kiri survive. We got one more episode to go. The episode starts with 3 people pulling up to the town because all communications have gone down and they get instantly one-tapped by a tornado. One of them survives and she sees that they weren't the only ones. That tornado has been farming kills. She sees the whole town destroyed and a huge whirlpool spiral in the middle. We see that Kiri is still alive, but also that there are more tornadoes and they are controlled by thugs in the butterfly gang who just go around killing people with tornadoes. How the hell does that make any sense? They make it back to a shelter and that shit is packed. Is this a Taylor Swift concert or what? Suichi has completely lost the plot by now. And I feel him. They get kicked out of the shelter, so now they're out on their own. We see the thugs eating the snail people and the confrontation ends in a tornado battle. This is some goofy shit. The battle just ends in the whirlpool eating the thugs. We meet up with a new survival squad and apparently you can't even leave this place anymore. You just end up back where you started. GG, cause what can you even do at that point then? You were just not made to succeed in this life. They tried boats and tunnels but nothing works. And if it wasn't bad enough, if you aren't in one of those special row houses, you start turning into a snail person. But the people inside the houses don't seem to be having any easier a time. Our survival squad resorts to eating the snail meat cause they ain't got anything else left. I mean, it can't be that bad.
Bruh.
Even Kiri's brother is turning into a snail, so she tries to save him by getting him out of the town before he transforms. They decide that going through the mountain forest is their best bet. One of their friends turns into a snail and they start trying to eat him. He was your friend like 2 seconds ago. They showed no compassion, no eulogy, no nothing. One of them goes inside the snail to eat it, but yeah, I don't even know. Karma's a bitch, you should have known better. Now the survivors are eyeing Kiri's brother and they try to stall, but it's too late. That boy is a fully grown snail. They run away and hide Kiri's brother, and by the time the crazy folk catch up to them, the spiral has them. GG assholes. They go back into the town and it has regressed back into its original state, a spiral. They decide to try and reach the center pond, because apparently Kiri's parents are supposed to be there. They go for a shortcut but the new girl gets boxed in, so now our main duo is the only ones left. Apparently they just now finished building the spiral back up, so the human mashed potatoes just disappear. They make it to the center and there's a staircase, so they of course decide to go down. Some weird Squidward cosplayer takes Suichi into the void. Kiri, now alone, continues the descent and after a couple slips she ends up in some giant spiral ruins. This giant place was behind this curse the whole time and it has a will of its own. It's luring people down here to turn them into spaghetti or some. She finds Suichi and they can't fight the curse anymore, so they decide to go down together. And as they, the last people, die, the curse just ends. And that's where the final episode ends too. What the fuck did we just watch? The post-credit scene reveals that this is all cyclical and a new group in the future is in for the same chaos. This is gonna keep happening till they nuke those ruins. Okay, I think that shit might have scarred me for life. Anyways, what did we learn? If we see weird shit going on, leave the town immediately, no hesitation. Once you're out, call up Kim Jong-un and ask for a small-scale nuclear bombing favor. If you ever end up in a horror movie-esque situation, get out. There are actually other Junji Ito anime adaptations and they are diabolical, so let me know in the comments if you wanna see me do a video about them. And thank you all for your recent support, I really appreciate it all. But yeah, this is all from me today. I'm out.